What's up, vinyl community? This is Drop the Needle Records with another video. Before I get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It really helps the channel out, and with me just getting started, it's going to get my name out there a little bit more than it already is. Also, if you would, drop a comment after watching. I love communicating with the vinyl community, everyone that's reached out to me so far. I've had some really good conversations, but let's get to the part now. This week, I'm responding with my answers from Stunty's other vinyl tag for 2024. I'm going to post his questions down below, and I'm going to put a link to his channel as well. The guy, Stunty, is a musical genius, just has a wealth of knowledge with all types of music, and usually does a live stream, which usually airs, I think, on Fridays. I'm not sure 100%, but if you get a chance, check it out. I've learned a lot by just watching his streams. But let's get to it, please. So question number 1 says, show the longest vinyl record quest you finally got in 2023. Well, I've been collecting for about 4 to 5 years now. Don't exactly know the exact year, but when I first started, I really am a huge 90s grunge fan, and I wanted to get Smashing Pumpkins, one of my favorite grunge acts. And their stuff was always out of print, and every time it came into print, it went out right away. But this year, I was able to get Siamese Dream, which is amazing, Gish, and Pisces Iscariot. This has Landslide by Fleetwood Mac, and I just love this version of Landslide. One of my favorites. If you haven't heard it, stream it. You'll want to get it right away. Question number 2, show the best deal you got in 2023. I had several, but I have to say that if you watched my vinyl tag for 2023, my regular one, I showed off that this was my best purchase, and this is an OG sealed original Pearl Jam 10. One of my local record stores got this in. I just traded in a bunch of records I didn't need, and I had enough to get it. So I have to say that this was my best deal. Love this. Would love to get more grunge from the 90s in 2024. Don't know if finances will allow that, but you can only wish for it, right? Number 3, show a record from a brand new band / artist you got in 2023 or the closest to it. Well, if you watched, again, my vinyl tag, I keep talking about The Smile, and I got the Europe live recordings. It's a great album. It's fantastic. Again, if you don't like The Smile or haven't heard of The Smile, it's Tom and Johnny from Radiohead, and then Tom Skinner is on the drums. Real famous jazz drummer. If you haven't listened to any of their albums, it's great. I just had to pick this up too. Again, if you watch my other videos, you know they have another album coming out this month, so I'm very stoked to see what that album's going to sound like. All right, next question. Show a record people would be surprised that you got in 2023. That for me would be Harry's House by Harry Styles. I picked this up because As It Was got stuck in my head. You know, when you get a song that's stuck in your head, and this one just stuck. And so I was at record store one day, passed it, and actually Walmart, and said, I'm going to get it. And got it, and actually it surprised me how good the album was. It was actually a really, really good album. So again, if you haven't listened to it, check it out. I know it might make fun of me or whatever, but it's just one of those albums that surprised me. And then next question, show a record, number 5. Show a record you got in 2023 thanks to the VC. So I'm a big Bob Bradley fan on his channel, and he was talking about these reissues of the Meters records. Again, trying to get down the funk rabbit hole this year again, but last year I started to a little bit more. Got these. These are cut from the original analog tapes. These are just absolutely fantastic. If you see them, pick them up. You won't be disappointed. All right, next question. It says, Number 6, show a record from your teens you got or upgraded to vinyl in 2023. Well, I'm gonna show more than one record because you're here to see records. So in 2023, I got a lot of albums from my teens that I had on CD. I'm from the CD generation and the cassette generation too. But this year I got quite a few that I had on CD. First one was Snoop Dogg, the 30th anniversary. Funny story about this one, got it, put it on the turntable, thought something was wrong. Just like the Taylor Swift debacle, if you've read online about the Swiftie fans putting that on their turntable and they didn't know how to use it. This is a 45 RPM. Nowhere on here does it say 45 RPM. Didn't even know. And so finally I thought something was wrong and I said, let me just try 45 RPM and boom, there it is. Record sounds fantastic. Very blown away by how good that sound. Also got Nirvana in Utero. Very good mix of this. This is a different type mix, but got this. Another one I picked up, Cake. Huge Cake fan. This album was out of print and they reissued this year. Whole album's amazing. Another one, got Limp Bizkit, Chocolate Starfish. And the hot dog flavored water. This is actually on the brown variant. It went up on Enjoy the Ride Records, I think. I can't remember. Got it and sold out in like 10 minutes. So got this and again, love Limp Bizkit. It's my childhood. Also was able to pick up Soundgarden. Again, a huge grunge fan. This was always out of print when I started collecting and finally came in print this year. I was so excited that I was able to get that on vinyl now. Got 2 OG AC/DC records. These sound fantastic. So this is Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. This is actually OG UK press. Sounds fantastic. And this is High Voltage. Huge AC/DC fan. Also picked up OGs of Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. Again, had to get them. If you're a 90s kid, you heard it on the radio, MTV all the time. If you've been watching my channel, you also know that I'm a huge Dave Matthews fan, and this was out of print forever, and before These Crowded Streets got reprinted. And this is cut from the original analog tape. Sounds fantastic. So excited to get this. Love to get an OG. Maybe down the road I'll get that. But yeah, just wanted to show off some of the ones I got in my vinyl collection from a teen. Number 7, show a favorite cover sleeve you got in 2023. So I was actually at a yard sale and I saw this cover. And this was just a blind buy. This was just complete blind buy. And I said, how can you walk by this and not get it? And I was completely blown away by how good this album sounds. This is a classic rock album. Some songs on here that sound great is Mr. Skin, Midnight Sun, and then Midnight Riders is on this, the cover from Greg Allman and the Allman Brothers. Fantastic sounding version as well. Also, So Good, Big Lil, Future Days. This was a very surprising, probably one of the most surprising albums I bought. I do blind buys sometimes, but when I saw this, had to get it. Stream this. It'll actually surprise you how good it is. Number 8, show a band you wish didn't release an album in 2023. So I fell for it. I got Aerosmith's Greatest Hits, and I got it. I didn't have Aerosmith Greatest Hits. Sometimes I just like to listen to Aerosmith. I like to put it on the turntable and put this on, and it did not sound good whatsoever. I was quite disappointed. Apparently there's a deluxe version. Don't know if the deluxe version sounds any better or not, but this was one of my disappointing purchases. And let's see, number 9, show a record you got as a present. So I'm going to, or VCLT. Well, I'm just starting my channel, so I haven't gotten any VCLT yet. But I'm going to show some vinyl I got for presents. If you saw my vinyl tag, I got the Beastie Boys Hello Nasty box set for Christmas. For my birthday, I got the Beastie Boys Check Your Head box set. Both of those sound fantastic. My son, I tell him all the time that anytime there's an occasion, I want you to get me a record. My favorite Disney movie is Nightmare Before Christmas, so I didn't have this as a soundtrack. It's a complete score. Very great listening album. Love it. Glad I got that on vinyl now. And then my son's started getting into Metallica, so he got Metallica 72 Seasons. Again, real good album. Actually, the more I listened to it, the better it sounded for me. I got more into it the more I heard it. Good album. Would love to be able to see them on tour, but as everybody knows, those ticket prices are so expensive. And of course, since my son's into Metallica, the dream would be to take him too. So maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to see them eventually. And so that's number 9. Number 10, name a VC channel that showed a record in 2023 that you're jealous of. Well, Dylan from Noble Records, I'm a huge grunge fan, so he's shown all of the OG grunge albums he has, and I'm just showing Nirvana because he has their Nirvana original press of Bleach. I think it's on a colored variant. I want to say it's white or cream, but would love to have that. He has all the OG grunge albums. Again, I would love to have that in my collection, all of them. Maybe I can get some more during 2024. You can hope, right? Number 11, show a record you bought because of a credit or connection that is not the main artist. Well, I'm a huge Beastie Boys fan, and one of the songs on To the Five Boroughs is 3 the Hard Way. Love that song. Don't know if you're familiar with that song or not. This whole album's great though, but 3 the Hard Way is a song I like off there. And I was in my record store. They actually posted on Instagram that they had the soundtrack to 3 the Hard Way. It's a funk soundtrack. It's fantastic by the Impressions. So had to get this just because it for me, it references the Beastie Boys, my favorite hip hop group. Let's see, number 12, an artist you hope to see a new album or reissue from in 2024. I'm going to show 2. One is Stone Temple Pilots. I want the MTV Unplugged on vinyl. I have all the other grunge ones I need. Pearl Jam. I got Alice in Chains behind me. I have Nirvana. We need STP. Do it. Figure it out. Whatever the problem is, I would love to see an unplugged of that. Also, again, I'm going to reference Beastie Boys again. Ill Communication. This year is the 30th anniversary of this album. I would love to see the box set of this. There's so many B-sides, extended mixes. Love it. Would love to see Get It Together. Just want to see all those re-released. And then finally, number 13, show a band or record you want to spend more time investigating and listening to in 2024. All right, well, I'm going to show several. First, I got into progressive rock in 2023. So if you saw my vinyl tag, I got into Gong, You. Also, Fragile by Yes. Fantastic. I want to go down the prog rabbit hole even further, get some more artists that I don't have, discover new prog, maybe modern prog, don't know. I've watched some channels that do that. Avenged Sevenfold, their latest was a great prog album. Many didn't really recognize it as prog. I do. Something else. Want to get into more funk. This is Herbie Hancock, Manchild. Still want to go down the funk rabbit hole. Want to discover more artists, get more involved. Again, want more suggestions of what I need to find and discover. Also want to get into psych. Haven't really dipped my toes into the psych that much. Wanted to be able to discover like what are some of the psych albums you need that and are must, the ones that just like warp your mind. That's the kind of psych that I like. And then finally, Grateful Dead. I've got the greatest hits. Don't know where to start really. They have tons of live albums. Every record store day, there's always a live release. I just don't know where to start. So yeah, that's my vinyl tag, the other vinyl tag by Stunty. So thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions or comments, or Grateful Dead fans, if you see this, leave me some comments down below. I love reacting. I love everyone that's giving me suggestions right now. But yeah, that's my vinyl tag. Please like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out. Till we see each other again. Peace.